Yeah, it certainly is. And I suppose to a certain degree, it's the grass is always greener, brother. The grass is always
Yes.
greener on the other side. So I suppose to a certain degree, for me, I've been doing rehabbing for so long that it's like, okay, all right, I look at this building and I'm gonna put in my budget that I have to do all the plumbing. Already is in the budget. I have to do all the electric. I'm gonna add two
Mhm.
apartments. So it's like I can live with that, but in the stuff you're doing now, right? In the redevelopment, you have all of the soft costs, and I'm an executor, right? So I just go in and I go. I don't need to go through all of the stuff that you guys developers go through with getting in front of the board, and I'm gonna give the plans and all the soft costs and architects, and I don't know all of that yet, right? So I'm learning all of that stuff, all of those different facets of the business. And I suppose you're right. You just give your GC the plans and say, hey, here's the plans, go build it for me.
Exactly. And I will, so there's one developer that I've worked as his broker for about 6 years, and he's become a good friend. He's originally from Eastern Europe. I'm originally from England, so we have the European connection. And he makes more money than any other developer I know by doing, and his business model is he does a few new construction, but he does a lot more rehabs. And there's a lot more upside there where you can do things like, he'll buy a 6 unit with a big unfinished basement. He'll change the zoning from 6 to 8. So by upzoning it, then you have some massive upside. And sometimes he even does that. Now he knows what he's doing. He has his formula where he maybe gets a project. He hasn't even done anything yet. He's just working on. He's got all these contacts. He has an architect. He changes the zoning, and then 6 months or a year later, he'll sell that to another developer. So he hasn't really done. He's done a bit of office work and back work, but he makes huge amounts of money without actually doing any construction, just by helping other developers who aren't so familiar with that process, getting so they don't have to wait 6 months or 12 months to go through that process. So I think with rehabs, there's actually more upside. So it's kind of counterintuitive. Whereas, it's unless something crazy happens with the market and the sales price explodes much higher. With new construction, you don't have some upside surprise, with your profit. It's normally going to be what you're projecting or less because material costs have gone up.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense.